This nigga team was 97? 87. Southern kind of. Man, wish me luck, big dog. Swag. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not. Why are you mad like that? This a big game for me, bro. If I win this, I'll be playing last game to get in the playoffs, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the
I gotta knock off the top dog to get in that mouth.
Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport.
Boy, you said something.
Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Don't tell me this dude got control. Man, y'all gotta stop joining this dude party when y'all see him just sit there, man. Let's create a new one. He don't come over.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5.
We go, Gapper! Go!
San Francisco. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. As his guys.
Boy, you look fast on that post route, Rico.
Opening corner. Extra point put through by Boswell.
Nah, hell no. That nigga 60-some overall.
7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, my God.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sometimes can't see your jersey. Person that accepts the advice.
Now he finds his first carry.
Damn.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action with Haskins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Balaj. And he is
Yeah,
in.
man, they ran the ball down my damn throat, bruh.
Kalen Balaj, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's my DJ.
Murray now
That's
on
my
1st
DJ.
down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's my
Ziggy
DJ,
Ansah,
boy.
able to record his 5th sack of the season. On play action, it's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Where he is?
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Hines. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. He's off to a great start here in this 1st quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down and goal. Haskins.
Oh, my gosh.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll look to run with Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Murray now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to Adams. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out.
Come on, man. Let's get a stop right here.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Man, I need you, man.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
My cheese plus you, man, we can get shit done. Sweet.
Hey! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That one into the hands of Thielen. Complete.
Oh, my gosh.
The way in for a Miami touchdown.
Why the fuck you not over there?
Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And I put you on the outside, bro.
Going to retake the lead.
Bullshit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
Man, fucking perfect play call.
Set now to kick this one away.
Motherfucking,
and off it goes.
Man.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go!
This is Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray from midfield. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh,
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
That's a fucking terrible animation.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just
terrible animation, bruh.
Quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on.
Got to fight to prove my love every night. God
no
damn.
About it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh, he overthrew him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Who you playing, Warpede?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run with Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Oh, yeah. That's just part of the game, bro.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Say what?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just
you don't want to win it, Mary. Mary.
Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
They done kept y'all already different. They kept your internet already.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one's sailed on him. You've got to make sure
get some points here.
A chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Right there.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. It was running high gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make this a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play action. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Haskins now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Haskins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Again, it's Haskins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Third down and 10.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Come on!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Third down. Here's Haskins.
What?
He's got an open man. He completes it.
This game is so fucking stupid.
Before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on
So
that one.
fucking stupid, bro.
Have a first down. Haskins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
This game so
finally down at the 36.
Why my dude didn't react? He throwing it straight to my dude, bro. My dude not reacting, and he just let dude. I can't call it, bro.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the ball is knocked out.
That's what we wanted.
Wow. That ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Damn, caught me on the wrong
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Hines, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Mark 5. Cut 3.
Here's a run with Balazs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphins.
Why y'all giving up all that penetration, bro? Dumb shit.
With touchdown number 7 on the year, as they have taken the lead.
You ain't blocked one field goal all year.
And got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking.
Oh, my God.
Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I can't do anything.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Perfect play call. The nigga overthrew him. They be throwing that damn corner route straight, bruh. I hate that shit.
Extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Haskins will throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins away. And he's got this one across midfield in the 40-yard territory.
That's all on me.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. This quick pass complete to Sutton.
Oh, my God.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage.
We don't want
here's
that
2nd and 11.
We don't want
Here's
that
Haskins to throw.
We want that pick 6.
Oh, boy, this animation. Go look at this animation, D-Frank. Go look.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt.
Oh, he playing?
So far, it's working for both of them.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their
Man, go look at the play before that, bro. Go look at the fucking play before that. That's some bullshit.
The type of bodies that went on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I got winning energy, man.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he's in.
They made him run into the block. They made him. Dude was about to hit dude, but the block. Man, trash, bro.
He ran into me, man. Dude ran into me, man.
Played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
We just don't have the talent, fellas.
Winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The boy was a game away from going to the Super Bowl. He got rid of everybody, bro.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception,
they got to be the worst
cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And an alley to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
First down, Murray.
That ain't double me, man.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Play defense. Play defense right here. One stop. One stop. God damn. That's it. One stop, we'll win.
His teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first time.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. Line 36. Line 36.
Second down, Haskins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go play action now. Haskins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw Haskins. That's taken in by Callaway. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
All out blitz.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run forward with hands. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
I'm going for the win.
Out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards. First down, Niners. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, well.
Now Murray.
Hey.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike 58 right there. Ringo. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. You don't want nothing better than you. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey.
58,
Superstar. Let go.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Back to throw. Murray. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
You got to keep the field going.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range.
Oh, that's a big tackle.
Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play.
Who my backup running back?
I think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Who you playing? Oh, yeah, you did say that.
First throw of overtime from Murray. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Dion Lewis. Let me put. I just have a feeling you're going to fumble. Conservative.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check 53. Check. Check safety. Showing it.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Game time, baby. Let's fucking go.
Game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see. And
let's fucking go.
Not only did I get
we needed them. Gotta fight to prove my love every night.
Overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I stretch my love every night.
You really
that
just
boy stretched him to death in overtime. You hear me?
We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off.
So for the 49ers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Way to get a quality win for the season, fellas. That nigga team so loaded, bro.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 others, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps.
Oh my God. Murray.
We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side.
Boy, Gaffer got the mic.
What you do to come back to it? What you doing, sit? Oh my gosh, Murray. Oh my gosh, he dunked on him so nasty.